Thanks, Tom. Well, temperatures right now are very cool. A difference a cold front can make, a difference a day can make, and a difference a wind shift can make. We've been seeing these northerly winds, and in some places yesterday they were quite gusty. Right now we're quite cool. We're only looking at 4 degrees through Toronto, 4 Newmarket, 3 up in Barrie. Mount Forest, chilly at 1. Not cold enough for frost, but almost. We do have frost warnings up through parts of cottage country. By this afternoon, we're not doing too much better. We're looking at 14 degrees today, 13 through Newmarket, 11 for Mount Forest. And we are going to continue to see these cool temperatures right into the evening, dropping to single digits through Barrie, through Mount Forest, through Toronto. By tomorrow morning, it's cold, but not as cold as today. And then we do warm up by tomorrow afternoon. Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It's May the 20th, and today, coldest start of the day of the week. It's really chilly out there. We're seeing temperatures low single digits. Boo. All right, well, yesterday we got away with a fairly decent day. If you didn't, 11 in Barrie. It's a cool start today. You got to bundle up. It's spring in Canada, right? Do the temperatures warm up into the weekend? Maybe. I'll have that answer coming up, but first, here's Tom. Well, by tomorrow, we do warm up quite substantially. We'll get closer to our seasonal average, which is 19.7. So it's fairly mild for this time of year. We'll get up to 17 in Barrie, 18 through Newmarket, 17 through Toronto, and 18 down through Hamilton. Now, as we get closer to the weekend, we dip again. Now, this is going to be because of a system to our south. It's going to be bringing in quite a bit of cloud cover. Cooler temperatures, only 13 for Toronto, 11 up in Barrie, 13 for Guelph, and 14 for Hamilton. Friday, wait, that was Saturday. Sorry. I'm losing my days here. 18 for Newmarket, 17 for Toronto. See, so we do have this kind of progressive warm up as we get closer to the weekend. High pressure firmly in place. So we are going to see kind of variable skies for the next couple of days. As we get closer to the end of the weekend, that is where temperatures return to more seasonal values by Sunday, a high of 21. Hi there. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is May the 20th. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us. Our temperatures a little on the cool side this morning. We'll get to all those details in just a few moments. But first, if you've been watching us in the last couple of weeks, you know that our storm hunters, Jacqueline Whittle and Mark Robinson, have been busy down in Tornado Alley. Well, their trip is coming to an end, and here's a little wrap up of what they've seen. Well, let's take a look at our long-range forecast now. We've got a fairly decent one if you like some sunshine, but temperatures are going to be a little on the cool side. By Thursday, temperatures are going to be warming up, so today's going to be a little cooler, but we'll see variable clouds with this area of high pressure that's in place. Brisk and cooler for Friday, so not a great way to kick off the weekend, but at least we're not seeing a lot of active weather. By Saturday, we're going to be cool, I should say, early in the morning, and then we do start to gradually warm up by the afternoon. And then as we get into Sunday, we're looking at more seasonal values, but we do have some showers on the horizon, and that is going to start to impact us early next week. So by Sunday, we're looking at 21, 23 in Newmarket, 21 through Mount Forest, and 21 up in Barrie. And then the active weather is going to be coming in early next week. Ice shelf given 5 years. Flying cars by 2017. And it's raining spiders. This is news in a minute. A massive ice shelf weakens. It's almost time to drive through the clouds. And lastly, spiders are raining down in Australia. Thanks for joining us on the 20th of May. It is Wednesday. I'm Emily Vukovic. That news in a minute from the spiders in Australia. I don't even know if I could handle it. Watching it and talking about it was difficult. I don't think I could handle it. Spiders all over the ground. No thanks. No thanks. All right, our temperatures this morning, if you're just about to step outside, we are going to cool down before we warm up again. Tomorrow we're going to be nicer, and then Friday it's cool, but the weekend looks decent. I'll talk more about that in a moment, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Well, I want to talk temperatures because there's not a lot of active weather coming our way. By tomorrow afternoon, we get closer to seasonal. 17 for Toronto, 18 in Newmarket, 17 through Barrie, and 18 through Guelph. By Friday, temperatures cool back down again. It's really going to be a roller coaster this week, but again, not a lot of active weather to talk about. 12 through Newmarket, 11 in Barrie over towards Mount Forest, 11 degrees, 13 for Toronto. So Friday is going to be brisk, but not a lot of active weather. We've got variable clouds in. We've got a system to our south. We've got a system to our north, but neither one of them is really going to be impacting us over the weekend. When it will start to impact us is going to be early next week. Temperatures will return to more seasonal values, but we will see some unsettled conditions Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. Not a lot to talk about except for a few isolated showers. We're just seeing some low-level instability, so we've got a little bit of rain through parts of Mississauga, through Toronto, all the way down towards London. Temperatures at this hour, they're cool. Are we going to warm up? Yes, but not by much. We're looking at 3 degrees through Peterborough, 3 in Barrie and Newmarket, 4 through Toronto, 3 through Hamilton, and only 1 in Mount Forest. This afternoon, we bump up about 10 degrees, so low to mid-teens at best throughout much of the GTA. Tomorrow afternoon, we do warm up closer to our seasonal average. We're looking at 18 degrees for Newmarket, 17 for Toronto. Friday, we dip back down again, back into the low teens. It is going to be quite chilly, but as we approach the weekend, temperatures will moderate slightly back closer to seasonal averages. So high pressure in place. We are going to be seeing quite a bit of sunshine, variable sky for the next few days, but below seasonal temperatures. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 20th of May and a cool start to the day. We'll talk temperatures in just a few moments, but first let's take a look back at yesterday. We are going to be seeing milder conditions, a mix of sun and cloud. We are going to be seeing temperatures bumping back up into the high teens. Friday, different story. New air mass moves in. Temperatures are going to be cooler. We're going to be back into the low teens, so very similar to today. So it's going to be a real roller coaster these next couple of days. By the time we get to Saturday, it's going to start off quite cool in the morning hours, but then we will gradually warm up throughout the afternoon. So we'll see some sunshine, temperatures back to where they should be for this time of year. And then for Sunday, mix of sun and clouds, temperatures are going to be quite mild. So for Sunday, 21 is our daytime high. Newmarket 23, up in Barrie, we're looking at daytime high of 21. And then Monday we stay seasonal, but we do have a little bit of active weather on the way. We'll talk more about that coming up. Right now I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He's got an update on your commute. You see, but then there's always that one neighbor that doesn't mow their lawn, that one neighbor that their house doesn't look so great, they got some trash going on. Yeah, it's always one neighbor. I'm not saying I have one. That's not what I'm saying. He confirmed, but Victoriaville also saw incredibly intense weather. For us today, we're looking at a few isolated showers moving through the GTA, but really it's just a lot of low-level instability that will be tapering off. Temperatures, they're going to be cool to kick off, as Kevin was mentioning. He had gloves on. But by this afternoon, we're looking at 13 degrees in Newmarket, 13 through Guelph, 14 in Hamilton and Toronto, so still relatively cool. By tomorrow afternoon, things look better. We're getting closer to our seasonal average, which is about 19.7. The hottest day on record for today was like 32.2. I would take that over 13 degrees, no problem. Friday, we cool back down. We've got a new air mass coming in, so it is going to be quite chilly. And then Saturday, we do start to warm up into the weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, and into early next week, we still look quite mild. Not a lot of active weather to talk about. High pressure in place for Friday into Saturday, Sunday as well. We start to see some overcast conditions come Monday. More on that in a moment, but first, here's Tom with a quick traffic brief. Thanks, Kim. You can check out more videos of 60 seconds around the world on our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Wednesday. It is the 20th of May, and it is a cool start to the day. We'll talk temperatures with Kevin Yard in just a few moments, but first, take a look at this must-see video. Going anywhere, you just can't see anything. Talk more about that story coming up in Force of Nature Extended. Right now, through the GTA, as you can see behind me in my studio, it's not great outside our Oakville studios. A lot of overcast conditions. We will start to see some sunshine through Hamilton, but it's really hit or miss showers, and that instability, it's not going to stick around for very long. Right, you know it is cold when Kevin Yard has his gloves on. Kevin, how's it feeling out there? Thanks, Tom. We've got high pressure in place for the next couple of days, so we're going to be seeing some sunshine, but the wind's still coming in from the north, so cooler temperature values. New air mass coming in on Friday. For Saturday, we will gradually warm up throughout the day, and Sunday, not a bad day. Mix of sun and cloud, temperatures close to where they should be. But do you see this low on the bottom of your screen? This is what's going to be impacting us early next week. So get through the below seasonal temperatures, and into the weekend, we return to more seasonal values, especially by Monday and into Tuesday, but some wet weather on the way. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It's May the 20th. I'm Emily Vukovic, and it is turning out to be a fairly decent day. You can see outside our Oakville studios, little blue sky pushing through, a little bit of sunshine, but temperatures, they are cool. We'll talk all about the cold temperatures with Kevin Yard. He joins us up in Stouffville this morning. And Kevin, I mean, it's cold enough for gloves. If I was you, I'd probably be wearing a toque right now. Yeah, just slightly. Oh, that would be such a nuisance to clean up. All right, today temperatures, they're cool. We're looking at 13 in Newmarket, 14 for Toronto and Hamilton. Mount Forest only getting up to 11, so well below our seasonal average of 19 degrees. Tomorrow, however, we get closer to that. We bump up anywhere between kind of 16 and 18 throughout much of the GTA. And then for Friday, we cool back down again. We've got a colder air mass moving through, and this is going to be bringing us chillier temperatures. We're talking low to mid-teens. As we get further into the weekend, I just kind of want to skip ahead because there's not a lot of active weather on this map. So I want to show you our 7-day. Closer to the weekend, Sunday looks good. We're looking at 21 degrees. But then as we kick off early next week, temperatures return to seasonal averages, but we do have a little bit of active weather on the way. Well, it's not my garden. And like I said before, everybody has that one neighbor that doesn't maintain their lawn, so it's not my street. All right, looking at the radar, you can see we've got showers. They're very, very, very light, and they're really tapering off. We just had a little bit of low-level instability move through the area. Temperatures today, as Kevin was mentioning, they're going to be cool, and they're going to stay cool. We're only getting up to 14 for Toronto, 11 up in Barrie, 13 in Newmarket, and 11 through Mount Forest. Do we warm up throughout the week? Kind of. It's really a roller coaster. We're cool today. We warm up tomorrow. 18 for Newmarket, Toronto 17, Whitby at 17, down through Niagara 16 degrees, Hamilton hitting 18. But then we cool down again for Friday. And that cooler air mass moves into the area, so we're looking at temperatures ranging anywhere from 11 to 14 degrees through much of the GTA. Not a lot of active weather to talk about. As you can see, we've got a low off to our north, we've got a low approaching to the south, but we've got high pressure, so a lot of variable skies, so we'll see a mix of sun and cloud as we get into the weekend. As we get closer to Saturday and Sunday, our temperatures are going to be warming up. 17 degrees for Saturday, 21 for Sunday, and we'll get into some active weather early next week. Here's Tom now with a traffic preview. Now, Kevin, you have to ask him this. Is it the individual that enters the street that wins the $1,000, or do you have to share it with your neighbors? Because I'm not into sharing it with my neighbors. All right, today temperatures are going to be cool. We're only looking at about 13 degrees through Newmarket, 14 in Toronto, 11 through Mount Forest. But tomorrow, I mean, this week has been such a roller coaster. We're going to get up to daytime highs closer to seasonal again. 18 in Hamilton, 18 through Guelph, and in through Toronto, we're looking at 17 degrees. By Friday, we cool right back down. Another cool air mass gives us a bit of a push, that northerly trend. 12 for Newmarket, 11 for Barrie, and 13 for Toronto. So we're really, really cooling down. But as we get into Saturday, high pressure still sticking around. The winds are going to shift slightly, and our temperatures are going to be warming up closer to our seasonal average, back to 17 degrees. And then on Sunday, we finally get there. We finally get to our seasonal average, but come next week, we've got a little bit of active weather on the way. Sunday looks to be the nicer day of the weekend with warmer temperatures. Keep in mind, could see some frost Friday overnight to Saturday, outlying areas of the GTA. Here's Tom with the traffic preview now. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of May. And I just wanted to mention that was Mark Robinson's voice that you heard in that top 5 video of the worst storms that he's ever seen. He was actually nominated and in National Geographic's top 100 explorers. He's seen a lot of cool stuff, that guy. So congratulations, Mark, on that accomplishment. All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in beautiful Stouffville this morning. Kevin, it's all about the beauty of a garden. The roller coaster continues. Today we're going to be cool. Tomorrow we warm up. We're 17 degrees for the afternoon tomorrow, 18 in Newmarket, 17 through Barrie, 16 through Mount Forest. By Friday, we cool right back down again. There's that downward dip. 13 through Whitby, 13 in Toronto, 14 through Hamilton. As we get into the weekend, we don't have a lot of active weather to talk about. We've got a low to our north. We've got a low to our south. We're not going to get impacted by anything except for some variable clouds. Saturday, temperatures warming back up to 17 degrees, and for Sunday, high pressure is firmly in place, and we're going to be seeing 21 with some sunshine. Active weather early next week. Hi there, good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is May the 20th. Thanks so much for joining us. Temperatures today, a little on the cool side, but we'll get to those details in just a few moments. First, let's take a look at this must-see video. We're going to continue to follow that story, so stay with us for Forts of Nature Extended. All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. It is all about beautifying not only your garden, but your street this morning. Kevin, what's going on? Not a ton to talk about in this long range. We do have high pressure in place, so temperatures, they're going to be a little cool, especially through the overnight. They're below seasonal today. We're only going to get up to about 13 degrees for Toronto. Tomorrow we warm up slightly to 17, and then Friday we cool back down again with that northerly wind. As we get into Saturday, we bump back up to 17. It's a real roller coaster. And then by Sunday, we do get into our seasonal values. We're going to be seeing a daytime high of 21. It really is. And the lily of the valley, the smell is just gorgeous. So yeah, that is a beautiful garden. Okay, today it's cool. I don't know if you dress for it, you could be out in the garden for sure, because we are seeing some sunshine. But Newmarket 13, up through Whitby 13 degrees, down through Hamilton only 14, the city seeing 14 degrees. Such a roller coaster of temperatures, because tomorrow we actually warm up. We get to 17 degrees for Whitby, Toronto, 18 up in Newmarket, 16 through Mount Forest, and then we dip again. No, here's the slope. We get to 12 in Newmarket on Friday, 13 through Toronto, 14 in Hamilton, and only 11 in Mount Forest. I do want to mention that Friday overnight, because of this high pressure and the lack of cloud cover, we have a good chance to see a little bit of frost. Not necessarily in the downtown core, but just on the outskirts of the GTA, so up towards Cottage Country, if you live in Barrie, or even up towards Newmarket and Vaughan, there is the potential for a little bit of overnight frost. So if you did plant last weekend, just like I did, everybody wanted to jump the gun because it felt like summer, cover your plants if you can. By the end of the weekend, we are returning to more seasonal values, and then we do have a little bit of active weather moving in early next week. Here's Tom Reynolds now with a traffic preview. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I love gardening. I find it very, very relaxing and really satisfying when you've done a big job, or even just little jobs that make your garden look just perfect. It's nice to sit back with a cold drink and, I don't know, relish in your hard work. Today, not so ideal for gardening. It's a little cool. We're looking at 11 degrees in Barrie, 13 through Newmarket, 14 in Toronto and Hamilton, and 13 through Whitby. Roller coaster continues this week. By tomorrow, temperatures bumping back up closer to our seasonal average of 19, but then we cool back down for Friday. 13 for Toronto, 11 through Mount Forest, and 13 through Guelph. Now, as we get closer to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday look good conditions-wise, and we are going to be warming up. So high pressure moves into the area. We are going to be seeing some sunshine, but frost potential Friday overnight and into Saturday. So outskirts of the GTA, if you planted last weekend, you might just want to try and cover your plants if you can. Now, like I mentioned, into the weekend, temperatures are becoming closer to seasonal. We're looking at 17 for Saturday, 21 for Sunday. And then as we get into early next week for Toronto and into Hamilton, we've got a little bit of active weather on the way, but mild temperatures. Here's Tom now with a quick preview on traffic. Cute. Thanks so much, Kim. If you want to check out more of our videos of Around the World in 60 Seconds, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of May, and we've got cool temperatures today. We're going to check in with Kevin Yard just a few moments, but first, take a look at this must-see video. I'm not going anywhere fast with that poor visibility. It's really unfortunate. Full story coming up in your Force of Nature Extended. All right, Kevin joins us from beautiful Stouffville, Ontario this morning. The sun is shining, but the temperatures, well, they're not so warm, are they, Kevin? Today, cool. We're looking at temperatures anywhere between kind of 13 and 15 degrees. Tomorrow, warmer. 18 in Newmarket, 17 for Toronto, 18 through Hamilton. Roller coaster continues. Friday, colder. Temperatures dropping to 13 for Toronto, 11 up in Barrie, and 11 through Mount Forest. Saturday, guess what? We go up again, 17 degrees, and then we return to more seasonal values come Sunday. We are going to be seeing showers early next week. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us. You're watching the Weather Network. It's Wednesday. It is the 20th of May, and our temperatures, they're a little bit on the cool side today. If you're just heading out, we'll talk numbers in just a few moments. But first, take a look at this must-see video. Victoriaville, that's where you were just looking at, saw intense amounts of rain in a very short period of time. Okay, Kevin Yard is checking out the gardens on a specific street in Stouffville. I know you're peeking around, Kevin. There's a big competition going on. Tell people how you can win some good money. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, our daytime highs, they are not going to be incredibly warm. We're looking at a high of 14 degrees today. Think spring jacket and possibly a sweater and maybe a scarf and a toque. Okay, no, a toque's kind of pushing it. Tomorrow, however, we get closer to our seasonal average. It is literally a roller coaster of temperatures this week. We're cool today, we warm up tomorrow, and then we cool back down for Friday. Thank you to that northerly air mass. That's what's making us cold. 12 degrees in Newmarket, 11 in Barrie, 13 in Guelph for Friday afternoon. Hey, guess what? Saturday, we warm back up again. It's going to be about 17 degrees with some sunshine. Not a lot of active weather to talk about. We've got high pressure firmly in place throughout the day on Friday. Sticks around Friday overnight and into Saturday. There is a risk for frost through outlining areas of the GTA because temperatures are going to get really cool. We're talking like 3 degrees, potentially getting closer to the 0 mark. And that's where we could see some frost. So if you did plant last weekend because it was so gorgeous, it felt like summer, keep that in mind. Area of low pressure moving in for the beginning of next week. So even though we'll have a relatively seasonal and sunny weekend, by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, active weather approaches. Thanks, Kelly, for that very cool and kind of inspiring story. I mean, those dresses, they might be a little bit uncomfortable, but they're pretty neat to look at. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of May, and temperatures, they're cool today. We'll talk about why in just a few moments, but first, take a look at this must-see video. See, because your windshield is absolutely destroyed. We've got more on that story coming up in your extended force of nature. Temperatures today, they're cool. We're looking at 9 with some sunshine. Tomorrow, our temperatures rebound quite nicely. We're getting up to 17 degrees for Toronto, 18 in Newmarket, 17 through Barrie, and 17 through Whitby. But we're on such a roller coaster this week. By Friday, we cool right back down, and Friday overnight and into Saturday, if you planted... I planted. I did. We've got the potential for a little bit of frost, but mostly areas outskirts of the GTA. Temperatures as we get into the weekend, like I said, bit of a roller coaster. By Saturday, we're looking at 17 degrees. Sunday, getting up to 21. And then early next week, we return to seasonal, but we've got some active weather on the way. Hi there. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of May. Hopefully you're enjoying this short work week. Yesterday we saw a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures were cooler than seasonal, and today it almost feels cold. We'll talk more about our temperatures in just a few moments, but first, in the last couple of weeks, if you've been watching it all, I'm sure you've checked in with our storm hunters, Mark Robinson, Jacqueline Whittle. They have been busy down in Tornado Alley, and here's a little recap of some of their adventures. Taking a look now at your long-range forecast. It looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look great because we do have cooler temperatures than what we've been seeing, but I mean, it is pretty typical for spring in Canada. Slightly below our seasonal average throughout the day tomorrow, but milder than today. We are going to be seeing temperatures bump up anywhere between kind of 16 and 18 degrees throughout the GTA. Variable skies, mix of sun and cloud. That trend continues into Friday, but temperatures will be cooling down. There's that roller coaster. We've got a cooler air mass moving through. Temperatures will bump up slightly for Saturday, but it's going to stay cool early in the day with a little bit of cloud cover. Once that clears, we are going to be seeing a warmer afternoon. Keep in mind that if you kind of jumped the gun last weekend and did all of your summer planting, areas just north of the city, outskirts of the GTA, could be dealing with some early morning frost come Saturday, especially if our skies stay clear Friday overnight. Now for Sunday, we've got a mix of sun and cloud in the forecast. Temperatures are going to be quite mild. We're returning to more seasonal values. So we're looking at temperatures anywhere between kind of 19 and 23 degrees. That's what we're going to see in Newmarket. 21 for Toronto, 22 through Hamilton. So not a bad forecast. And then for Sunday and into Monday, we cool down slightly, but still stay seasonal. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is May the 20th. Thanks for joining us. You're watching the Weather Network. Temperatures today a little on the cool side. We'll talk numbers in just a moment, but first, take a look at this must-see video. We'll talk more about that coming up in your Force of Nature Extended. All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He is in beautiful Stouffville this morning, and it is all about keeping your garden beautiful and what you can get for having the nicest garden on the street. Well, having the nicest street garden? Having the nicest gardens on the street. Anyways, Kevin, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, thanks so much, Kevin. Today is going to be a little cooler than our seasonal average. We should be about 19 for this time of year, and Toronto only getting up to 14. Bit of a roller coaster. Tomorrow, we've got temperatures bumping up to 18 through Newmarket, 17 in Barrie. We're looking at 17 in Whitby and 18 in Hamilton. By Friday, we roller coaster back down again. 11 in Barrie, we're looking at 13 through Guelph, 11 in Mount Forest, and 13 through Toronto. By Saturday, hey, guess what? We roller coaster back up. We're going to see a daytime high of 17 degrees. I do want to mention Saturday morning is going to be very, very chilly. We've got high pressure in place Friday night. Lack of cloud cover could bring the outskirts of the GTA some frost. So if you jumped the gun like I did and you planted last weekend, you may want to cover your plants if you live in northern areas of the GTA. By Saturday, we return to more seasonal values, and by Sunday, we are at or slightly above. That low coming in on your screen, that is going to be bringing us a little bit of active weather into early next week, but temperatures will be seasonal. Thanks, Kelly. That's some interesting information. Not a lot of people know how oil spills are cleaned up exactly. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Wednesday. It is May the 20th. Thanks for joining us. Temperatures today, yeah, they're a little on the cool side, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. But first, take a look at this must-see video. And you think, well, maybe not so much. All right, today we're much cooler than we have been. We're only seeing a daytime high of 14 degrees. Tomorrow, our temperatures are going to be warming up. Literally, we have a roller coaster of temperatures this week. We're cool today. We warm up slightly tomorrow, back towards seasonal values. We should be around 19 for this time of year. But then Friday, we cool right back down. We've got another cool air mass coming in. Friday overnight into Saturday, I want to mention that if you planted last weekend, temperatures are going to be cold enough that outlying areas of the GTA could see some frost. So cover up those plants, especially delicate ones, for Saturday morning. High pressure in the area, lots of sunshine for the next couple of days. We're looking at more mix of sun and cloud really for the next couple of days. And then by the weekend, temperatures look a little bit more seasonal.